We are also pleased to welcome this morning Nadia Kasvin, Guadalupe Velasquez, and Kim Ensch from the Franklin County Welcoming Advisory Council. They are joining us today, ladies, if you want. They are joining us today in recognition of World Refugee Day, which is observed annually on June 20th. And we will share more about the importance of this observation and the contributions of refugees and immigrant communities throughout Franklin County.
Good morning, President Boyce, Commissioners O'Grady, Commissioner Crowley, county staff, community partners, and guests. My name is Nadia Kasvin, and I have the privilege of serving as chair of the Franklin County Welcoming Advisory Council. I am also the co-founder and co-director of Us Together, organization that has supported refugees and immigrants in Ohio for more than 20 years. On behalf of the Welcoming Advisory Council, I would like to thank the Franklin County Board of Commissioners for recognizing World Refugee Day and for adopting this resolution. World Refugee Day, observed each year on June 20th, honors the courage, resilience, and contributions of people who have been forced to flee their homes because of war, persecution, or violence. It is also an opportunity for communities like ours to reflect on what it means to welcome. This recognition is deeply personal to me. 32 years ago, I arrived in the United States as a refugee from Ukraine. Like so many refugees, I came with hope, but also with uncertainty. I had to learn a new language, navigate a new culture, and rebuild my life, far from family and everything familiar. What made the journey possible were people who welcomed me, people who opened doors, offered guidance, and helped me believe that I belonged. Today, I have the honor of working alongside many former refugees and immigrants who now dedicate their lives to helping others. Across Franklin County, refugees are business owners, healthcare professionals, educators, skilled workers, community leaders, taxpayers, neighbors, and friends. They strengthen our economy, enrich our culture, and contribute to the vitality of our communities every day. Franklin County has long demonstrated that welcoming is more than a value. It is a commitment. Through the Welcome Plan and the work of the Welcoming Advisory Council, we have taken steps toward ensuring that all residents have opportunities to participate, contribute, and thrive. At a time when the world faces record levels of displacement, local leadership matters. Welcoming begins in our communities. It begins in schools, workplaces, neighborhoods, libraries, faith communities, city and county government. It begins when we choose to see newcomers not for what they have lost, but for what they bring. Across Franklin County, future business owners, healthcare professionals, educators, community leaders, and innovators are already among us. They are raising families, starting businesses, serving their neighborhoods, and helping shape the future of our county. When we invest in belonging and opportunity, our entire community benefits. For many refugee families in our community, this year's World Refugee Day comes during a time of uncertainty. That makes the message of welcome, belonging, and community even more important. As we recognize World Refugee Day, let us celebrate the resilience of those who have sought safety and opportunity, honor the organizations and volunteers who support them, and reaffirm our commitment to building a county where everyone has the chance to belong and succeed. Thank you again for this resolution, for your leadership, and for your continued commitment.
Please.
Thank you, President O'Grady, Commissioner Crawley, and our valued guest, Ms. Kasvin. One, I want to just thank you. You've been certainly a pioneer that represents what's possible when we come together. When we started off with what was originally the New Americans Advisory Council, our position then was to facilitate a conversation on how we could be a better Franklin County welcoming people from different parts of the world, different walks of life, et cetera, et cetera. And what you and all of our partners, our valued partners in this conversation have been much more than that, advisors to this county in a way that puts us in position to do the very best that we can to provide a quality of life for everyone who resides within our boundaries. And that means everything from educational access, employment opportunities, housing access, et cetera, et cetera. And I want you to know and be encouraged, even though we are in an even tighter and tougher political time than we were when we started this conversation, that your work is seen and valued, and will continue to embrace the concept that Central Ohio is a big tent and there's room for everybody. And the hope is that the people who are under that tent find a place to contribute to the quality of life for us all. And that's really what it means to be a part of the county. And so as a person, along with Commissioner O'Grady, who came up with the concept, if you will, for this conversation, this entity, I'm really proud of the work you've done. The one thing I want to encourage you to do, we used to have the annual forums. Yeah. And I really liked that because it gave others in the opportunity a chance to be a part of the conversation and to understand the different or the diversity that is represented in the ecosystem that is quality of life here in Columbus and so in Central Ohio. So I just want to encourage that again, encourage to continue the annual reports. We got to find ways to distribute that information more so that people are informed with real information and real facts, because sometimes the political environment that comes out can distort real information and real facts. In Central Ohio, we want to live in the space of reality, the space of information. And so I'm real grateful for all of you. You all are partners in many ways. A pleasure to know, and you all do different things with this work. And so I just want to encourage that and hope that this is something we're building on and not just living in. So thank you.
Thank you.
Nadia, Guadalupe, Kim, thanks to all of you for being here today. Thanks for the work that you've been doing. Appreciate the work that my colleagues have been doing as well. We started this, for a reason years ago. Everybody in the audience, all of us, we're the products of immigrants. My family came here 110 years ago. And 110 years later, as I've said to the different, don't worry about it.
That was you, Adriana. You turned out the lights.
You can turn them back now for all I care. I like it better when it's a little darker. 110 years later, as I've said to many different immigrant groups around the county, 110 years later, I'm the grandson of an immigrant, and I'm sitting in, as a county commissioner in the largest county in the state of Ohio. My grandfather spoke with a very thick Irish brogue at a time in his country, much different than it is today, but at a time in his country when the signs on all the windows said, "No Irish need apply." So we're going through, as Commissioner Boyd said, we're going through some rough times right now. Immigrants are having a rough time these days, which makes it that much more important that we continue to do the work that we're doing, and that you guys are doing, and that we're trying, that we hope to help and continue to help you guys do. So thank you for being here today, and thank you for helping us celebrate. For those of you, you young folks in the audience that are here, you young state champions that are in the audience, maybe for the first time, and for coaches that may be in the audience for the first time, I should have announced before they came up, anybody came up, pay attention to what they're doing, because you'll be asked to do the same thing here shortly. That you come up, you're going to have to say a few words, then we're going to come and take a picture with these guys with a resolution. So, use them as your example of how to do it. By the way, the podium, there's buttons up there. You can push it to go up or down if you're a particularly tall athlete. Then you might want to, or Coach Beatty, you might want to raise the podium. If you're particularly a diminutive athlete, you might want to lower the podium. But these guys, Nadia's been here before, so she knows the drill. but, pay attention so you know how to do it. Commissioner Crowley.
Yeah, thank you, President O'Grady. Thank you, Nadia and team, for being here to recognize World Refugee Day. Thank you for all that you continue to do in our community. For our refugees, our immigrants, our community is better because of the diversity that immigrants and refugees bring. We know that as people continue to come to Franklin County, a lot of them are immigrants and refugees. And, I know DCA Withers has continued to work with an organization that supports youth, and I forget what's the name of the organization that they have like a capstone at the end of the year. They learn about refugees, immigrants, and they, share their perspective. But what's the name of the organization?
Greater Columbus World Affairs.
World Affairs, yeah. And so we continue to get our youth engaged in, what it means to come from a different background and bring all of your cultural perspectives and how that just shapes a more diverse community, and one that sees everybody's humanity and kindness. So I appreciate you and all that you all do in your respective organizations. Franklin County is better because of you, so thank you.